It's the Biggest Loser betting show, and we're here to lose bets, to win bets, and have some fun. My name is Greg. I've got him, Duncan, himself, Carter Elliott. I've got that boy D Hill, Dion Hillford, and we've got Lurk Wins 418, aka Larry Hammonds. We are with Multiplicity Media, and this is week 2 of this stupid ass show in which we compete with a $500 budget to try not to lose the most money for fear of punishment. The Biggest Loser has to do a punishment of the winner's choice. Let's take a look back at how last week went. The week 1 results are in. So let's take a look at last week's results. We each had a $500 budget. At the end of the week, Carter's the big winner. He's up $470. I'm also in the green with Dion and Larry trailing in the negative. Larry has the punishment this week. So as you can see, them Sleepers boys are in the green. Yes, sir. You know what we're doing. Him dunking his and then them boys who do a so-called gambling podcast called Break the Bank just so happened to lose some money. Larry lost quite a bit of money. Carter won quite a bit of money, which means Carter Elliott, the floor is yours. What is the punishment that Larry has to do this week?
You know what? I had to think to myself, what has Larry never done? He's never shotgunned. But you know what he's never done before? Also, he's never shotgunned a regular beverage. So we're going to have him shotgunning today a classic Four Loko.
Ooh, Larry. Okay. I believe you have all of the necessities here. I believe you're reaching in the goodie bag, apparently. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's a hoodie?
I'm putting a hoodie on because I'm not about to be sitting here in a shirt drenched in Four Lokos for this whole show.
Understood.
Bro,
okay.
You know, shotgunning is drinking the Four Loko, right? You shouldn't spill on yourself.
This shit, I'm hoping it spills. I don't want to drink this much.
Do you only own?
You gotta sit. You gotta sit down and do it, bro. You gotta sit. Oh, go, Lord, Larry, we can't even see. Uh-oh, there you go. Did you open the top, bro?
Oh, shit is disgusting.
All right, is it done, Larry? Are we through?
Nah, it tastes like Robitussin.
Finish. Let's go. Let's go.
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
You're not supposed to stop.
Disgusting.
I ain't trying to hear. Think about all the bets you lost. I ain't trying to hear that. Win some damn bets.
Yeah, loser.
Still a little bit more.
It's the longest shotgun in the history of shotgun.
Yo,
It's only a 15-minute show, Larry. We got picks to get
this
to.
is a 12-ounce can of disgustingness.
A 12-ounce can? Come on, bro.
Oh,
It's a
20.
shotgun.
My bad, 20. This is 20 ounces because it said it's 4 servings and each serving is 5 ounces.
Okay, thank you for the nutritional facts on a Four Loko. Finish it. Thank you.
Oh, this is disgusting behavior.
What'd you expect? A 2 Loco? Come on.
All right, boo.
Okay, yeah, that was.
That might be the worst joke I ever heard you tell.
Larry, how are you feeling post your first shotgun of a Four Loko?
I'm ready to purge.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I'm ready to go.
Are you okay?
I'm ready to go on a killing spree, and I'm starting at your house, Carter. I'm coming for you. This is outrageous. This is probably the worst thing somebody's ever made me do, and I've done a lot of stupid dares as a kid.
Well, I feel safe because of that Four Loko, you're definitely too drunk to drive, so we can move on with the show.
All right, let's move into our week 2 bets. Carter's going first. He was the winner of last week. I'm going second. I was second place. Dion's going third. He was third place. And Lurk was the loser. He's going fourth. You got to get out of the gutter, my friend. Carter, 30 seconds are on the clock for bet number 1. What do you got?
All right, bet number 1. We are starting at the hometown team with the Detroit Lions money line -130 against the Commanders and Carson Wentz. That is $200 to win 192. I think this is an even matchup, honestly, in this game. I think that we'll get the deal done at home. I don't believe in Carson Wentz. You're always in a game with Carson Wentz at quarterback. I think the Lions get it done at home. Ford Field was rocking last weekend. Give me Lions money line.
Lurk, you look like you're seeing triple right now. What do you think of that pick?
I think that's a horrible pick. You could give me a 6-pack of Four Lokos. I still wouldn't bet Lions money line.
Carter, on to pick number 2, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
And we're also staying with another in-state team. We got Michigan State Spartans plus 135 on the road against Washington. The books got us fucked up. Come on now. Come on. Why are we underdogs against a Washington team? Why are we underdogs against a Pac-12 team? Have some goddamn respect. The Spartan Dogs are coming, relentless. Keep chopping. Bring them boys to deep water. We already beat Michael Penix a couple times. We'll do it again. That's $200 at plus money to win $270. That is easy money. Take a mortgage out. Put it on that bet.
You're done. I'm jumping in on this one. This is ridiculous. Carter got a hot head from winning week 1 and just fanboyed his first 2 bets here. It's nonsense. You just dropped 6 different Michigan State slogans as your reasoning why you're going to hit this bet. And the last time you played Michael Penix, your team lost to a horrible Indiana team.
If you lost a bet last week, shut the fuck up.
Bet number 3, Carter, 30 seconds. Go ahead.
We are going to money line parlay. G, I think you're going to like this one. I think you might place this one yourself, to be honest. We got Purdue money line at plus 105. We got Auburn money line at plus 130. We got Oregon at minus 175, playing BYU. Mormons down. We're selling all our Mormon stock. And then lastly, we got USC minus 475. I'm going to have a USC bet every single week. Fight on. The Trojans are going to keep winning me money because the books are going to keep disrespecting them. That's $50 to win $448. That parlay.
Time is up. Dion, what do you think of this? Mr. Long.
BYU just beat a team in Baylor that's better than Oregon without their 2 best wide receivers. So that bet stinks.
Speaks for itself. Carter wins 1 week and thinks he has 45 seconds per pick again. Good to know. All right. I finished second. I'm going to take the momentum from Cart here, and I'm going to jump right into my first pick, which is UTSA plus 12.5 against Texas. Now, this sounds a little crazy, but this is the letdown spot of all letdown spots for a Texas team that just went toe-to-toe with Alabama. UTSA is actually good. Frank Harris, 700 yards passing on the year, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. They contained Army on the ground last week, so I'm not crazy worried about Bijan Robinson. I think UTSA is fun. They keep this within 2 scores. Simple as that. Going to Carter first because I believe he likes UTSA with me. We were on him together last week. What do you think?
I do, but I also didn't like your energy that you came with me on my pick. So that's a terrible pick. Texas wins by 20.
All right, Mr. Emotional. On to pick number 2. Michigan State, Washington. I'm going with the under 56.5. This is actually my play of the week. Here's why. I think Michigan State's defense is legit. They've given up 13 points total the entire season thus far. Shutout to Akron last week. Akron had 30 in their first game. They held Western Michigan to 13 points. They had 37 in game 2. And more importantly, I think Michigan State's offense stinks. Peyton Thorne doesn't look right. He had 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week. If MSU wins this game, it's in the 20s. If Washington wins this game, it's because MSU can't score. Dion, what do you think?
I like that bet. I like that bet a lot. I also like Washington money line.
That's for another day. All right, play number 3. I'm going to follow Cart's footsteps here, a parlay. But we're back in the Mormons, baby. BYU at Oregon. I think BYU's legit. As Dion said, they beat a better team last week. Purdue at Syracuse. Syracuse's best chance of winning this game is if Jim Boeheim hits Aiden O'Connell with his car before kickoff. Western Michigan against Pitt. WMU beat Pitt last year, and this is a classic Pat Narduzzi failure. They've looked pretty good in week 2 and week 1, even though they lost last week against Tennessee. Final one, Miami, Florida to beat Texas A&M. I think Texas A&M just honestly stinks. Larry, what do you think?
I really love this bet, Greg. I actually might play this myself. This seems like one of those cash them out early ones, though, like the one you had this weekend.
Yeah, lesson learned from me. Always cash out when you have $19,000 on the line on a $40 bet, and all that's left is a Pac-12 team. Dion, we're going to you next. Once again, you were asked to bring 3 plays, and you provided 2, so you will get another 30-second monologue. Play number 1. What do you got?
I got Notre Dame minus 11. A lot of talk about Mormons. It feels like you guys are forgetting the Queen died. So I'm on. I believe she's Catholic. She might not be.
Prayers down, rest in piss.
This is a strategic Queen play between her and Marcus. She died. Marcus Freeman's death is on the way. So we got Notre Dame minus 11 because Cal stinks. His coaching death. He's done.
Carter, I have no idea what to do with that. What do you think?
I'm sorry, my sound went out, but are you backing the Queen while she's in hell right now playing pickleball with Bin Laden? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yo, bro, you don't understand what I went through on Break the Bank yesterday with him.
This is
All
I
right.
didn't say anything. I didn't say anything positive about the queen. I'm just picking out queen plays.
Bet number 2. Do we have another queen play here?
We do not. We got USC -12 because they're a really good football team. Fresno State stinks. Caleb Williams, Bryce Young isn't very good. I don't know how good CJ Stroud is, so I'd be taking for Caleb Williams if I was specifically a team that plays in Ford Field with a bunch of people that probably do back the queen as ownership.
All right. Everybody seems to love USC on this show except for me. Larry, I assume you love that pick.
Oh, of course, I love that pick. You know, I'm a Trojan at heart, and it's not just Ford Field that should be taken for Caleb. It's everyone at MetLife too.
Larry, how's that Four Loko feeling right now?
I don't want to talk about it.
Dion, 30 more seconds are left, and you have 4 more bets in place. What do you got?
Russell Wilson, let me talk to you, my boy. So since 2012, I have been adamant that you are one of the worst human beings on the planet. You got lucky that Future got scapegoated as a bad human being. Me and Future were right from the jump. Yesterday showed it. You're an awful human being. Sierra, we were also right about her. I don't know what that was, but Future and I were right about her and you.
All right. Thank you for that, Dion. I sense this is going to be a consistent theme from you. That's fine by me, though. All right.
If it ain't
Larry,
broke, don't fix it.
the namesake of the show,
You lost.
the biggest loser from last week is Lurk himself. He does have 3 picks this week. Let's see if he can right the ship. 30 seconds on the clock. What's pick number 1?
Pick number 1. This is what's gonna help me get back in the game, even though the odds aren't too great. Saquon Barkley, anytime touchdown. I don't care what anybody says. Barkley is back. I don't know if y'all saw that game. Almost 200 yards from scrimmage for the first time since his rookie year. You see the hat. We got a dub starting the season for the first time, 1-0 in like 6 years. Barkley might get 2 touchdowns.
Carter, you're a massive fan of just betting on things that you root for. What do you think of this?
I love this bet. I just hate that Larry says this bet's going to bring him back when the payout is $76.
I have no faith in you this week, Carter, and this is just the beginning. I have faith in one of your bets, and it just so happens that it's one of my bets as well.
Bet number 2, Larry, 30 seconds.
I got a nice little parlay. I got the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles over 50.5 points. And I'm also taking the Indianapolis Colts money line. 250 pays out 450. Nice odds. This should be an easy win. The Vikings, their defense is not great. The only reason why they won that game against the Packers is because none of the Packers receivers could actually catch a football. And the Eagles couldn't stop the Lions offense. How are they going to stop Justin Jefferson?
Dion, your thoughts?
I think it's eerily obvious in the last 2 picks why he had the shotgun of Four Loko to start the show.
Yo, he says that, but we both took this bet on Break the Bank yesterday.
Probably.
Bet number 3, Larry, the final bet of the show. 30 seconds, go.
And that would be USC. Somehow I end up with the worst spread at -12.5. But let's go Caleb Williams. Let's go Lincoln Riley. Let's go Jordan Addison. Trojan life, my guy.
Okay.
I actually feel fantastic that all 3 of you have USC in plays this week. They're so due for a massive letdown. They barely covered last week, and everybody's doing victory dances and doing whatever this symbol is.
That means fight on. You're Zach Wilson with Adobe Photoshop.
Carter, maybe Michigan State can add this to their 7th slogan and paint the opposite end of the student section with that. Wouldn't that be nice? We'll see. All right. Well, Larry, I have to just remark that you seem to have done the exact same strategy you did last week with your bets. So we'll have to see how that turns out. Carter, you went away from your winning strategy to just bet on every team that you've ever watched a game of. And Dion, again, just feels content to play for 3rd here. Only 2 bets. Look, I actually came with some strategy, some X's and O's. I'm going to wipe the floor with all 3 of you this week. Thank you, everybody, for watching The Biggest Loser with Multiplicity Media. For these 3 idiots, I'm Greg Waddell, and we'll see you next week.
Press down.
At the end of the week, Carter's the big winner. He's up $470. I'm also in the green with Dion and Larry trailing in the negative. Larry has the punishment this week.